Tice Grace of Baylor, Bryce Phillips of Baylor, Taylor Sanderson in lane 5 from Iowa State, Adam Dittering of Kansas State in 6, and Elijah Young of Iowa State in 7. Top seed here, Bryce Grace of Baylor, 779. His teammate next to him, 785 they've run. They're the favorites here, and they're going to go 1-2, 786, quick time. And Grace, ranked number 2 in the conference right now behind Chris Caldwell, the defending champ, and the NCAA runner-up a year ago. So, 784 and 788 for Grace and Phillips. The teammates will take those auto spots, and then Dittering.
The hurdlers in this next section, the men's 60 hurdle final. Elijah Young from Ohio State in lane 1. John Burt, the freshman, as we mentioned, from Texas in 2. Darian Tenen, Texas Tech in 3. Chris Caldwell in lane 4 from Texas Tech. Bryce Grace from Baylor in 6. Rise Phillips from Baylor. Grace is in 5. Phillips in 6. Adam Dittering from Kansas State in 7. And on the outside, Taylor Sanderson from Iowa State. I think Sanderson has had a busy day. He was also in the multi. And this event is going to get underway here shortly.
Man, those heptathletes, decathletes, pentathletes, when they come to a conference championship, if they have scoring potential in those open events, it is a busy weekend for them. You know, Keela Jones, the exception, as we mentioned, didn't do the pentathlon, but man, here we go. We're set to get these guys in the blocks.
On the team side, as we mentioned, big race for Texas.
So, starter calls them in, and running down once again, Young in 1, Burt in 2, Tenen in 3, Caldwell, your defending champ, in 4, Grace from Baylor, the top preliminary qualifier from yesterday, in 5, Phillips in 6, Dittering in 7, and Sanderson in 8.
Sanderson currently sits in first place in the heptathlon, taking a break from the multi for the hurdle final.
They're off, and here we go. Remember, Caldwell, defending champ, and then right next to him, Grace, the fastest yesterday. Who's going to get it? It's Caldwell. Going to take that title. 775 is his best of the season, and he betters it by 1/100th of a second at 7.74. So Caldwell repeats as the champion. Grace from Baylor, 785. He's going to improve on his mark from yesterday. And man, a great final there. And sorry, it wasn't Grace, it was his teammate Phillips there at 785. Ended up in second, and so we're going to wait to see how it plays out with those team points. They're taking a minute to get the rest of the times up there. That means it was very, very close. The timers trying to sort things out here. Big, big implications here on that team side. So Chris Caldwell, we can confirm, won 774. And Bryce Phillips, the junior from Baylor, in 785. So big runs there. And still waiting for those results. And
Adriana Newell, those are your competitors in this faster of the 2 time finals. So this race is just under 2 laps. Gamble and Gaskin from Kansas State in 5 and 6. Gonzalez from Texas, and Newell from Kansas on the outside. So this is one of the few running event scoring opportunities for Kansas State. As you can see that is Gaskin, the senior from Kansas State that's out early. To her inside, Tia Gamble works her way to the break. So those are 1-2 as Newell from Kansas. Also right there, back is Gonzalez from Texas. So this could be big. This could be 18 points here for Kansas State as they currently sit in second place, 7 points behind Texas.
Yeah, this is, we talked about the 600, the 1,000, those off events here at the Big 12 Championships really can help some teams here, Kansas State being one of those. And up front, the top qualifier from yesterday, Sonia Gaskin, she ran 120.09. Her teammate just behind her, but watch out for Kansas. Newell.
And Gonzalez needs to dig on the inside. She's come from way back. But Kansas State maintaining control here, but look out on the inside, maintain that rail.
Wow, there's 18 points right there. I think that Gamble held off Gonzalez. 120.20, the fastest time. That's Gaskin. She'll take the victory here in the women's 600.
Hey, Ryan, mark that race. That is a huge quarter of a second there that separated first through third. Sonia Gaskin here. Kansas State, 8 of 19 events scored. 9 points ahead of Texas Tech and 17 points ahead of Texas.
And where that just came from, those scores recently updated from the high jump that just completed. So we're on the track. 8 ladies here in this field. Brianna McGee in 5, the fastest qualifier. Akila Jones, the fastest time of the season in the Big 12. And also number 3 in the nation. They're off. Let's see how they go here. Akila Jones in the middle. It looks like she's got a slight lead, and she's going to win this thing 8 flat unofficially. Akila Jones, that is 3 victories in the book for her at this championship. 8 flat, improves her season's best, will stick number 3 in the national list.
That is a Fieldhouse record here at the Leach Center.
That is, takes down a 6-year-old Fieldhouse record by Gabby Mayo from Texas A&M. And there you go. We'll see our replay and results here in a second. As Akila Jones, 30 points accumulated by the super senior from Kansas State. And there you go, Akila Jones, 8.00. Brianna McGee, 8.15. Just 100th of a second off her time yesterday. And then you saw Texas in the next 3 spots. So much needed points for Texas as we had those updated scores after the high jump. And there's the replay. Akila Jones just dominating those hurdles by over 1/10 of a second. And man, she looks pretty fresh. I'm not gonna lie. It looks like she could probably done a pentathlon in here this weekend.
Yeah,
and there you go, updated team scores.